Covering more than 70% of our planet, oceans are the Earth's most valuable natural resources. Oceans control the weather, clean the air, help feed the world, and provide a living for millions. Yet we still harm it more and more each day. They are also home to most of the life on Earth, from microscopic algae to the blue whale, the largest animal on the planet. Even when you look outside, you can always spot litter lingering around. Our goal is to get the message around to stop being so inconsiderate of our world and start taking care of it.
Each year, billions of pounds of trash and other harsh things enter the ocean. Where does this pollution come from? Where does it go? Some of the junk ends up on our beaches, washed in with the waves and tides. Some debris sinks, or some is eaten by the animals in the water. Other forms of pollution that impact the health of our ocean come from sources like oil spills or from accumulation of many dispersed sources, such as fertilizer from our yards.
Where does the pollution come from? It's not surprising that majority of all ocean pollution comes from human activities. The debris originates on land and enters the ocean and Great Lakes through littering, stormwater leftovers, tsunamis, hurricanes, septic tanks, vehicles, farms. The list could go on and on. The ocean and water around us is extremely gentle and needs to be taken care of.
How are we being affected? Every day, toxic chemicals are entering our ocean. These toxic chemicals have either been dumped in on purpose from industrial companies or have naturally flowed off land directly into our streams and rivers, which eventually end up in our oceans. Harsh chemicals including oil, mercury, lead, pesticides, and other heavy metals can all be found within the ocean and can contaminate water supplies and our food chain by affecting the marine life. If humans are exposed to these toxic chemicals for too long, it can result in serious health problems such as hormonal issues, reproductive issues, damage to our nervous systems, and kidneys.
How are animals being affected? Ocean endangerment is affecting marine animals and land animals. Sea creatures often mistake litter items in the water for food and end up eating it, which leads to suffocation, starvation, drowning, or all three. This issue is far too common and happens to billions of animals at any given moment. Sea animals get tangled in all types of plastic. At least 800 species worldwide are affected by marine debris, and as much as 80% of that litter is plastic. It is estimated that up to 13 million tons of plastic ends up in the ocean each year, which is equivalent to a garbage truckload worth every minute. This is truly disgusting and change must be done. Continuing the topic of animals being in harm's way, plastic waste kills up to 1 million seabirds a year, along with sea turtles. When seabirds ingest plastic, it takes up space in their stomachs, which causes starvation. Seabirds are often found dead with their stomachs full of human litter. Scientists estimate that 60% of all bird species have eaten plastic, and it is predicted to be 99% of them by 2050.
How can we help? Although we cannot stop companies from mass-producing cheap clothes or dumping chemicals into the water, we can do some things to help the environment. Use less water so excess runoff and wastewater will not flow into the ocean. Cut down on what you throw away. Use fuel-efficient vehicles, carpool or ride a bike. Buy less plastic items. Use reusable bags. Release fish when fishing, and don't litter. Did you know that growing enough cotton to produce just one t-shirt requires up to 700 gallons of water? 8 million tons of plastic enters our oceans every year. 3 billion people in the world depend on fish as a source of protein, and animals mistake plastic waste for prey.